reason. My inner demon been waiting to pull out and squeeze it. This money I need it, every day up for it scheming. This is my season, I go undefeated. Please don't end up a body. I'm too late, you Scotty, too hotty. Hold up.
Guys, I'm back. It's been 6 days. It feels so long since I've been online uploading videos and things like that. I had an internet issue. I got it fixed. I feel like I've missed so much. I haven't been able to upload and things like that. When you have no internet at home, it just feels like the soul of your home it's not there. It feels like something is missing. I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this video, but I know I want to talk about how much Frontier sucks. I want to talk about why I've been away for the days I've been away. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of movies to cover. We got some sports to talk about. A few reaction videos also to talk about also. I haven't written anything down, so I'm going to try to make this quick, but I'm also going off the top of my head here. So, a little story. So, it's story time and why Frontier is absolutely trash. I don't have Frontier now, but I have Comcast, and the issue that I was having with Comcast makes me want to talk about how much I hate Frontier, and not really my issue with Comcast. Despite we're all getting raped by whoever our cable or internet provider is. So when I was at home living with my mom, we had switched over to AT&T. So we had AT&T Uverse, and I enjoyed it. We had mini boxes around the house. The internet was fine. It wasn't Comcast fast, but it was fine. So when I moved out at, how was I? I was 21 when I moved out. I wanted to get everything that I had at home. I moved out with my ex-girlfriend, and I moved into my very own apartment, my first time moving out on my own. I wanted everything just like home, right? Why would I not want everything just like home? So we were unable to get AT&T cable, but we were able to get AT&T internet. We had to get DirecTV. Long story short, I was upset about it, but whatever, as long as I wasn't going to Comcast, whatever. But AT&T ended up selling to Frontier. Now, when they sold to Frontier, because the thing was, in these neighborhoods, Comcast has like exclusive rights or something, whatever you want to call it, contracts with like certain neighborhoods and things like that in certain towns. And then you might have Cox and whoever and wherever you are and you're watching this, you know how it goes. It switched over to Frontier. I had no clue how it was going to go. I never heard of Frontier. So when I moved out, we broke up and I moved out. I was moving back into my mom's house. I would go back over there and the internet was on still. But I had already told them to turn the internet off there. No one's living there anymore. Turn it off. So they didn't. They took their time with that. Frontier took their time with that. Then I went back over there another time. This is like probably the third time I went back over there. Not 3 days in a row. But when I went back over there, no internet. So then I called them and I said, "Hey, I would like to get it transferred from one address to another address." How did it go? I think I was talking to someone on the chat, and they sent me to someone else. And they said, okay, yeah, we got you. All we have to do is flip the switch or something like that, whatever the person said. I said, cool, that sounds right. Waited for a day or two. That did not happen. So I got back in touch with them. I said, hey, this is, the whole situation. And what did that person do? That person switched me to, it was like customer service. It switched me to technical support. And technical support told me that the internet was changed. It was sent upstairs. So it wasn't sent to where I was. So then how did it go? I know I was in the chat with like 3 people. I cannot remember how that went. But I know I did not get my internet, and then I had to get in a chat again for the 3rd time with Frontier. Now this time I had to talk to customer service, and customer service said, oh no, this is a technical support problem. And then they switched me over to technical support. Then from technical support, I was switched back to customer service. And then customer service says, that's weird, that's a technical support issue. Then what I did was I said, forget it. I ended chat. I went on Facebook, I ranted on Facebook, and then I went on to Frontier. I gave him like I gave him a 1 star, and I made a complaint. And as soon as I did that, someone from Frontier got into my inbox, and they messaged me, and they gave me a number to call. It was a Florida number. I'm from Connecticut. I called that number. I told them what happened. Told them someone told me to make the call. I don't know who. I can't remember who this woman was. But she said, we're gonna straighten everything out for you. I said, whatever. All I want is for my game. I just want to play my game. That's pretty much it. I want to play my game, and I had ran my phone bill up maybe another $100 just with no Wi-Fi at home because my mom didn't need internet as soon as I was going. My mom didn't need internet and things like that, so she cut that off. I think the second time was they were telling me that I couldn't switch it over or something like that because it was already an account at the house. I think that's what it was. So then I was talking to the woman. She said she would need to talk to my mom to see if it was okay. And fine. I gave my mother the phone. My mother was home. And then the lady told my mom that my mother couldn't do it because her name was not on the account or something like that. My grandmother's name was on the account. My grandmother at the time, she had dementia and things like that, and she was no longer at that home. So my mom was the one who was paying the bills, and my mom was the one who turned the internet off. Now my mom was the one that was trying to turn the internet on. And the lady was saying that, oh, we can't do that. We have to speak to the person and on the name or the account and all these things. And my mother was trying to tell her, like, there was no problem when I wanted to switch over to you guys. It was no problem when I wanted to stay with you guys and I just wanted to take the internet off. Now that want to put the internet back on, there's an issue. So I was just sitting there listening. I was like, Mom, what's going on? She's telling me that we everything I just told you. And at that point I said, forget it. Just forget it. I'll close up the account. I'll close out my account and all of that stuff and whatever. I'm only going to be living here like another month or 2 anyway. So whatever. So that's what I did. I got back in another chat. I said, hey, I want to close the account. And then, that's when they go into, how do you say it? I forgot the term. But whatever, I can't remember the term at the moment. But it was really, they were trying to keep me. They didn't want me to go anywhere or anything like that. And I said, no, I don't want to hear about what you can do in terms of discounts. I don't want to hear about any of that. Just close it out. That's it. I was getting bills for $5 from Frontier. I had got the little note saying they were going to mess up my credit because I wasn't paying a bill or something like that. I said I'm willing to go that far with them because Frontier is not getting another dollar out of me. It's not happening. But like I said, I have Comcast now, and you know we're all getting bent over no matter how you slice it. Because if you really look at it, how many cable channels do you really watch? You know, if you got League Pass, NFL Network, things like that, how many channels are you really watching? You know, if you're not a sports fan, how many channels are you watching? You know, us basketball fans, you know, if you don't have League Pass, you probably need channel. You know, if you're just a pro basketball fan, you probably just need TNT, ESPN, and probably ABC, but that's a regular cable channel. You know, if you're a football fan, you need CBS, you need NBC, you need Fox, ESPN. If you don't have any other, you know, NFL package, and if you're not a sports fan, how many channels? We're only using about 6 or 7 channels. That's all we're using is about 6 or 7 channels. You know, if you have kids, you may use more. And if you don't watch TV and your kids just watch TV, your kids probably only watch 3 channels, maybe 2 that they can watch all day. So you can't get individual channels. You have to buy like these bundles and packages and things like that with your cable. So we're all getting bent over backwards because if we could just get internet, I don't think maybe you still need your house phone and things like that for older family members, whatever. We only need a few channels. How much would your phone bill, or your cable bill rather, how much would that really be if you only needed 8 channels? You know, things like that. You know, I watch tons of sports and things like that, and I need the package and things like that. But other than that, man, our bills would not be as high. Anyway, that's probably like a rant on cable bills, a rant on Frontier, a whole bunch of stuff. Guys, get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. I'm back now for right now. Everything looks good. We got a lot to talk about. Definitely got a lot to talk about. But until the next video, we're going to talk about it in the next video. Guys, I'm out of here.